I am live. Okay. If my shit holds up. Let's refresh it. It holds up. Refresh it. It holds up. Come on. 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 Refresh it. It holds up. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Wow, that was loud and obnoxious. You are visible. Okay, if this stupid thing, let's do that. Okay, why am I not hearing anything? This stupid thing. I didn't want to go back in the house. But fuzzy. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing it on my computer. Oh, we can make this work. This is humiliating. I don't understand what's happening. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this off. Maybe it's draining too much. Sorry, guys. If you can hear me, I'm trying to get a setup out here in the shop. So that I don't have to be in the uncomfortable position in my house. Hang on, I got to turn the hotspot off here. Okay, hold on, guys. This is being ridiculous. Oh, USB tether turn on. I want that off. All right, let's see if that works better or worse. Okay. Am I still fuzzy or did that help at all? And if you can hear me, type the word Shazam. The keyword for today is Shazam. Okay, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to put this on. Hey there, Shazam. Obviously, somebody heard me. That's awesome. Let's see if the mic on this thing works. Okay. Obviously, nobody else is on here, so it's not giving me any vocal out of my phone yet. I don't know why. But if you can hear me now, put Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Well, if you read my longer message, right? Okay. I don't know why my sound is not coming out of my phone. Can hear you. Still hear you. All right. Kick ass. Hey, it just turned 5 o'clock. So I tried to put this on my laptop, but it's just not translating very well. I'm froze. Oh, this is irritating. I do not want to go in the house. But if I have to, I will. Spent an hour making a setup here with my laptop and everything. Let's see if got all my stuff going on here. Everything. I don't even know if you guys can see that or not. But this has to work. Somebody give me some feedback. Am I still froze? If this isn't working, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to head into the house. Check the volume on my phone. It says it's up. What's that mean? Live caption to text speech. I don't know what that is. Okay. You probably do not know Chuck and Z, but they are a couple who share Moto Channel from the USA. All right. You guys, bear with me for a second. I'm going to grab all my belongings and head into the house. And I'll do it from inside there. It's not as fun, not as nice. But this is obviously not working. So, and my charger's not working all that great. Off the computer, I have to grab my water. Oh, this is ridiculous. Yep, I thought I had it worked out, guys. Apparently, I did not. So I'm going to stuff my pockets and head into the house. And hopefully, it'll work in there. Stronger signal. Like I said, my signal does not like coming out to the shop so much. And as you can probably see, it's a dull, dreary day out here. This is not entertaining television. Should I get my tripod? Yeah, I should probably get my tripod. My wife's not here to help me carry all my stuff. lay down, Ivor. Go. If you're going to go, go. All right. Is my picture less jumpy now? Am I here? Okay, got that. Turn it around. Yes, Ray, you are absolutely correct. Doing stuff while holding a cigarette in your mouth is not very great. But if you can hear all that, that means my microphone's working, which is a good thing at this point. At least something's working. All right, let's get my phone plugged in. Oh, I got to get all the water off of my phone. Okay. How about this, guys? Is this working better? Hello, I'm back. Doggone, that's funny. That was a funny one there. Okay, so where does it tell me to invite? My camp guest. There we go. By guest, copied. Yeah, I know. Hey, stop. You're ruining my tripod. Okay, and then how did I forget how to do this? Post comment. Paste. Chat. Very clear picture now. Good. Okay. Good. Said, hopefully I've got something to work here. This isn't the most comfortable spot, and so I tried to do something different. What way do I go? That way? Is that better? I don't know. I forgot. Okay. So I really wish I could hear myself on this. Not really sure why I can't, but that's probably okay. I don't like the sound of my own voice anyways. But yeah, not too long ago, just got back from my doctor's. She told me I have to drink more water. So you guys will see me drinking a lot of water throughout this, trying to listen to doctor's orders. And I can't see where it tells me how many people are in here. Yep, somebody wants to join in. Maybe I can hear something then. Ray. Add to stream.
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yes. You don't need to hear yourself because then you'll echo.
Yeah. Well, I can hear you, and I don't have to speak that loud on this microphone, so that's good.
Yeah. No, we can hear you fine in the chat.
Water is an ingredient in beer. Well, I asked. The doctor disagreed, unfortunately. I tried. Listen, I don't even drink beer, but I tried.
I hear you. I was going to tell you, like I said the other night, man, listen to me. Seriously, no ill thing, and not saying anything bad. You got to send me the link about 30 minutes before you get started, and I can sit right here and help you get wherever you want to set up and let you know. You know, we'll do this right here private, and you can work your microphone and get everything set up. That way, when you go live, you're golden. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, copy that. The only problem is I have been running around to doctor's appointments all day, so I didn't have time to do that.
I was gonna say, anytime you need to do that, man, I will respond. You know what I mean? I'm here. So
yeah, I want to do that soon, anyways. Because
I will help you get this set up. That way, well, I mean, nothing bad. I don't care to wait till you get it set up. I'm just saying, I want you to do good. You know what I mean? I don't want people to leave because, well, hell, he's moving around or he can't get it set up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely. I got you.
I want you to have it to where you can just come on just like this and go live. Thanks, Doc.
Copy that.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's simple, but it's hard. You know, it's like, I'm not computer guy either. And it's like, shit, man. So I try to leave my shit one spot, because I know if I move around, it's going to be trickier in that area over there than it is here. So,
well, my main issue is that our Wi-Fi signal is not strong enough to go inside. My shop is metal, and when I have the doors closed, it doesn't like to go in there, and it's nasty weather out there, so I got to keep the doors closed, otherwise all my stuff gets wet. And I thought that I had found a way to cure that, but apparently I did not. So I'm back inside, and we've got a really small house and a lot of animals. So there's really no place for me to set up a studio in here. Hopefully we're moving here like within the next month. So one of the prerequisites is to have an extra place that I can make a man cave and a studio, and I won't have to deal with this crap anymore. So
I understand that, man. That's why I'm in my kitchen,
I'm going to get
I don't have a room to do it either. I don't have.
Okay, so I speaking of that, I have a question for you. Ever since I started watching your live streams, I'm curious as hell. What's underneath the flag behind you?
Oh, it's a where I keep my great grandparents' stuff and antique stuff. It's a shelf here. Let me see.
Oh, it's like a knick-knack thing?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Who's it? Is it breaking news? It's the Ray reveal.
The old silver spoons, the old flour, where you move my great grandparents' old stuff like that. So
yeah, nice.
And just old timey stuff that I keep put up, and antiques, things like that. I used to show it, and then my daughter got me this flag, so.
Well, like I said, I was just ever since I started watching, I was curious. I used to a couple houses ago because unfortunately we move a bit, but I was set up in our garage. We had we were in this duplex and I had this little 1-car tiny garage, but I had shelves set up, and up on my high shelves, I had a bunch of totes full of stuff, right? I packed totes because I like to be organized. And somewhere along the line, we came up with a pink tote. And it didn't match anything else up on the shelves. So I used to do Facebook Lives when I was doing lives for my other interest. And everybody that was there, like every day, Every day that I was on it, they would be like, "What's in the pink tote?" And they actually did a little makeshift contest, and everybody was guessing what was in the pink tote behind me.
No, Angel, honey, my guns are in my bedroom, locked up because my kids are responsible, but I don't allow anybody. I don't even allow my kids. They don't even come in my bedroom. Like, they're just. I've taught them to be respectful, so they don't even come unless they really need something. They'll knock on the door if it's shut. But my bedroom door is never shut because my kids are teenagers and they're well behaved. I mean, I hate to brag, but they don't invade my room. In their mother's room. We just don't. That's the way I've raised them. So they don't.
Yeah, that's the way I was raised too.
But me too, and that's what I mean. I keep them locked up in the bed in a gun safe in the bedroom. So
my dad was a huge. My father that I was raised with was a huge gun guy, and my mom and him had a king size bed, and if you lifted up the bed, it was every inch of it was covered in gun cases, and every one of those was cleaned and ready to rock.
Yep.
But I don't ever remember stepping inside. They didn't even ask me to get stuff out of there. Yeah, that was just one place we didn't go,
Yep, exactly. That was the grown-ups. It was private. It was her parents' room. Well, my mother, because she raised us, not my father's. But, that was private. That was her private room, and we didn't do that. So,
good evening, Dallas. But, I'm just like that. People think I'm a little weird, but I don't walk in people's doors without knocking. I don't go in my wife's purse. My wife yells at me all the time. She's like, just get it. And I know I was raised, you don't do that. I don't, people are like, reach in my wallet. Nope, not going to do it. That's
no shit.
Your personal space is your personal space. That's the way I was raised.
I don't even like to open someone's refrigerator unless I ask, or.
Well, I can't say that one. Fridges are fair game when I'm around.
But, but yeah, I mean, thanks, Angel. I love the flag too. I mean, but it's a way, I've tried to raise my kids as well. It's like, you be respectful. You don't have to, be nosy. You listen more than you talk, even though I know.
Well, every man deserves his own personal space. Yeah. Every man deserves his own personal space, and woman, and I respect that because I expect people to respect mine as well, Yeah.
And, I mean, some people say I'm too strict. I'm like, or they used to when my kids was little, and I'm like, no, I'm not, because when they get to teenagers and adults, they're gonna act right. They're still gonna act right. They're not gonna fucking be hellions and disrespectful to people, and they act right. They're not disrespectful. They're a woman seen my kids one time in Walmart, and they were young. They were probably 8 or 9 years old, and she went to church with my mother, and she went back and was like, I cannot believe how well, mannered, his kids are. And she said, what do you mean? She said, because I seen them in Walmart and they just was walking quiet as they could. She said, those kids are screaming and hollering in Walmart or in stores. And she said, because he raises them right and they know he'll bust their ass right in Walmart, And I like that, I will wear them out right in the middle of Walmart if they give me, And anybody says something, I'll tell them to mind their own business.
I'm on live stream, babe.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm still here. My wife walked in, so I'm listening to both at the same time.
Her.
No,
I was saying hello to her.
Yeah, I got the headphones on. She can't hear you right now, but Ray says hello, baby.
Okay.
Hi, Ray.
Yeah.
Hi.
But yeah. Hey, Dallas got him a new bike.
Yeah, I was going to ask. He says Honda, so
it's got
check your green room.
Man.
I want to know what kind of Honda.
Yeah, it's a. I'll let you tell it, Dallas. What's up, buddy?
Did I get him in there? Okay. Hey, what's? Yes, I did.
My Blockhead Moto Garage T-shirt tonight.
All right.
Oh wow! Stop, Romeo! Stop.
He came out with one hell of a gimmick when he started, didn't he? Hiding his face for so long.
Yeah, that whole helmet thing.
Getting people interested in it. Yeah. getting people wanting to see.
He puts out good content though. I like his videos.
Well, he's got Justin that does his editing, and they're looking for another editor. Because
Yeah,
Justin wears like 3 or 4 hats there, and Justin's editing is just out of this world.
and just like Two Lane Life, they hired that kid Josh or whatever his name is, or Jay or whatever, to do their editing and shooting and stuff, because they really don't know how to do it.
The what?
And so,
thank you, babe.
but if we all could afford a tech nerd, we'd all have bomb ass videos as well.
Well,
If I could afford someone to follow me around shooting me all day, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Hire some paparazzi.
What?
Yeah.
I put the video together for the Dino.
Whatever.
I gotta finish that up. That'll be
So
posted
if you
up
need it,
on
do it.
Sunday
That's
at 8
good.
o'clock. So if anybody's interested, on Easter Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when the video, the Dino Tune, gets posted.
Oh, right on. 8 o'clock on Easter, and that's your times, right?
Yeah, that'll be 5 o'clock your time.
Sweet, yeah. Right when I'm sitting with a fat belly.
There you go.
Ready to take a nap.
Right on.
I think Dallas
Yes.
named the bike Hot Wing because it has flames.
I like how
What is it? What is
It's
it?
a
I want to
Honda
know what it
Go
is.
Wing. Honda
Oh,
Go
all
Wing.
right, cool.
It's a
Cool.
2002. Dude, it looks brand fucking new. It's sharp, been took care of.
Nice.
I don't think there's only like 20-something thousand miles if that on it.
Yeah, I think last live stream we were talking about, maybe it was, I don't know, but we were talking about gold wings. I like gold wings.
I do too. Shit, I like anything. I'll ride any. I don't care what it is. I love my
I like
Harley.
buffalo
Don't
wings.
get me wrong, but
Yeah, my wife just said that she likes barbecue wings.
yeah.
buffalo wings with a little ranch.
Boneless barbecue.
Yeah, it's gonna be boneless. I can't eat chicken with bones in it.
Boneless.
I feel like I'm really murdering somebody, and it ain't the chicken.
Well, I look at it this way: I didn't murder the chicken or the cow.
So I've got in town. I drive by it just about every day. One of the there's a guy that I don't know him, but he's had a couple of dual adventure bikes, they call them now, and I think there was a crotch rocket in his driveway when he first moved in, and over the last week, all of a sudden there's a interstate, Goldwing Interstate, sitting in his front yard. But now for the last 3 days, it's sitting out on the main road in the rain, not covered up, cords hanging off it and everything. Where'd my smoke go? And I just want to take my trailer down there and say, you ain't taking care of this. I'll take it over to my shop.
Yeah, no shit, man.
It looks really clean, looks in really good shape. I mean, I don't believe in any bike that you can ride and drive and whatever. I don't leave my bikes out in the rain. I got a couple of parts bikes that sit outside, but my babies are in the garage. I try to take as best care of them as I can.
Yep. I'm working in the garage and it's raining. I don't care if I have to trip over or climb over bikes to get to what I need to get to. They're not going outside.
Well,
Agreed.
Mine, I ain't got a choice. Mine's under a car, like a port over my woodshed, like a roof that comes out.
Yeah, you got to lean to at least. That's something to put it under. I mean, it's keeping it.
I still keep it covered up with
Lean to at least. That's something.
Sorry, I still keep it covered up with the covers though. I still keep them all covered up. So
yeah, right on.
so it's under a roof and stuff like that, but they're still covered.
Hey,
up.
quit!
They're out of the rain, and so.
Oh. So, anybody want to talk about a topic? I got a topic I want to talk about.
It's your show. What's your topic?
Well, I'm not sure how far it'll go in this crowd, but I think Doc, you may have been part of the club world. I think I remember you saying.
Yep.
Okay, and I think Ray there has expressed his not wanting to be in the club. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got a diamond. That's right. So you might be interested to know that I got an interesting text earlier today. Our local state COC is meeting in a week, and our fledgling club has been invited. And
it would be a good idea to go.
Yeah, we're planning on it. Me and I've already contacted my sarge, and we're planning on going. This is a big step for us. So if we can get any input or guidance or anything like that, obviously no specifics. I'm sure you understand that, but just general knowledge. This is our
Every
first
COC
time.
is different. The best thing I could tell you to tell the rest of your brothers in your club, when you introduce yourself, take your glasses off, make sure you got your gloves off.
Oh yeah, I know all the protocol rules on that kind of stuff, and
What I used to do when I used to pull up to a clubhouse, whether I was patched or a prospect or civilian, I turn my bike off, I put the kickstand down, I sit on it, take off my gloves, my glasses. Once that stuff is off and secured, that's when I got off the bike.
yep,
This way,
exactly.
there's no confusion.
Yep.
But I take it your club's been blessed.
We're working on that. Semi. We'll say semi so far.
Okay.
We still
bring your artwork.
Well, we're going to bring the bylaws, and we don't have any hard patches made up yet, but we're working. Yes, and we will actually be wearing what they call soft colors. So we'll have our logos to be presented. They just won't be on hard patches. I'm sure you know what soft colors means. So,
yep. Were you given the okay to wear soft colors?
I was actually. By the local club. It's we're not
dominant.
No, we're working on that, but we do have we have a relationship with the local dominant because we interact a lot and have friends in the local dominant and whatnot, and we're working on. I was told that the proper course of action is to approach them when we had patches made and present them with a vest, and we have not quite done that yet. So we've been in conversations, and they know who we are.
I would go there and support gear to the local dominant.
Yes, I have that. I'm actually wearing it right now under this flannel.
I would wear that. I would bring your artwork and what colors you're going to have in your patches, and a copy of your bylaws, and they will, instruct you that when the meeting starts, they'll probably have you guys outside, and then they'll call probably the VP, and the Sarge and secretary in.
Well, it's a travel, so it's just going to be me and the Sarge making this. I was told press +1, so.
Okay. So they'll probably call you in. They'll probably ask about what you're all about, what you're going to do.
What? Well, at the COC, it would be different, but it's just a press +1s on this. Yeah, see, it's a little different because we're an RC, so we're being scrutinized a little bit differently, but also this is not the 1% COC. This is a more inclusive. I'm not sure what is it, the NCOC, I think is the big one, if I'm thinking of the letters right. That's the one that the big five go to, and all of that. MCOM. There we go. Thank you. This is different because we are an all-inclusive club. We actually have female officers. We are multiracial, so we're going to be approached at a different point of view. Does that make sense?
Not really. Not from my experience.
Okay, well, if I say, I'm just going off of what I was told, so if you know something different, please do tell. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. You are correct on that. It could be a regional thing very well.
Yeah. So I would whoever invited you, I would go over, set up a meeting with them before and see if you get
tomorrow night. because this is they tell you a week before, so this is the 15th next weekend, and there's a larger RC. They're not a 1%. They're not a dominant by any means, but they are national, and they've been involved with the COC for years, and they have a smaller chapter in like 15 minutes from us in the town that we hang out in, and they've invited us to have a sit down tomorrow, and we are about an hour out of Portland. We're a small town out here, and our club it represents more the country out here. But the big city close to us is Portland, and Portland chapter has actually sat down and had a chat with me. And if what I was made to believe is we are the guest of that national MC. So
That is absolutely correct. So, oh,
and
well, even though we're an RC, we're still taking all the approach because we have much respect for all MC protocol and like I said, we have lots of friends in the dominant 1% group around here in the 1% club. Sorry, and they know we respect them. We do events with them all the time, and we have a very close relationship with them. But we've expressed to them that that's not what we're about. We are a different kind of club, and that's why a lot of people say that we pussed out. Sorry for the language, but they say we pussed out by going the RC route. But that was an intentional move to try and avoid drama that we don't want to be involved in. you're going to be involved.
Yeah, somehow or another, we probably still will be. It's already. Let's just say in our neck of the woods, things are starting to heat up a little bit, so we're watching things very closely. But yeah,
I got a question for you.
Okay, hopefully I have an answer.
Answer the question, and if it's business, it's business. But actually, two questions.
Shoot.
First question is, if you guys are going to be so loosely organized, why even bother? Why not just be a bunch of people ride together?
Well, no, because we're not loosely organized. I mean, we have officers, we have bylaws, we have gone to great lengths to make sure that we're organized. Yeah, we actually have had one prospect go through the process already. But it's not, we like the club scene, and we like the organization and all of that. We just don't want to be, I hate to use the word, but we're not hardcore. We're not about the 1% scene because we're a family club, but we are a club.
Right. Now, there's a club here in my state. They're a family club. They're co-ed, ethnic groups, and they're part of the COC. And they started as an RC, and they had to stretch to an MC. So,
well, I've thought about that, and it may have happened eventually. We're kind of starting on lower rungs and seeing where it takes us.
That's a good way to start. My first club I was with is a '99 club, and they started as a RC and then stretched to an MC patch. Of course, we had everything. I got to turn up my volume. All right, thanks.
Yeah, somebody's saying that.
All right, let me do that. Oh, it's all the way up.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, but so
that's just Mikey. He doesn't have any volume in California.
So my next question to you is, why start something from the ground up instead of joining something that already exists?
Good question. Okay. You may not have been in on earlier conversations. We started a writers group about 3 years ago now. I think it was in 2019, right? 19, 20-ish. Yeah, somewhere around there. And it started as a pretty casual thing. We ended up with a lot of members, and we ended up doing some bigger stuff that most writing groups don't do. What? Yeah, on the Facebook. It started out like a Facebook page thing and whatever for local writers and whatever. But He's going to burn himself on that heater. What is he? Get the food away from him. That's the baby's
We
food.
won't do it twice.
But we started getting a lot more and more organized. We were doing veterans events. We were doing stuff for kids. We helped organize the rehabilitation. We reinvigorated a local American Legion post. We were just doing a whole lot of stuff like that. And what it came down to is we wanted to do things bigger and better. So we were going to try for our 501c3 or whatever the equivalent is for our nonprofit status. And with us being not organized, we ran into a lot of roadblocks. So the hardcore group of us, our first 10, so to speak, we decided that we were going to organize into a club, and we would be able, for somehow or another, I guess being a club rather than a group, even in the motorcycle world, puts you in a different bracket, and you can legally do more stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, if I'm saying it the right way or not, but so, and like I said, we got down to the point where there were only maybe a dozen of us that were hardcore doing this stuff all the time. The rest of the people in the group are just either looky-loos or casual, come around once or twice a year, which is fine because that's all the group was about, and the group still exists, and it's still, it still operates under that premise. But those of us who wanted to be serious about doing this decided to form a little riding club and to try and be more organized about it.
Okay. Well, those are questions you might get asked.
Yep, and I have answers for them because I've been asked quite a lot, actually. Like I said, we associate with and hang out with and do events with the dominant 1%er in this area, and we have friends in it. So, the subject has come up quite a bit.
Yep. So good. So yeah, that's some exciting times. A lot of legwork on your end that you've done, and a lot more to come.
Yeah, we understand that. That's
which you're going to get into a lot more politics.
Well, yeah, because we've noted a lot of there's actually ones around here that have formed their own little MCs, and they're not doing things the right way. And I'm noticing they're having a lot more headaches than we are, because even though we're not trying to be an RC, we're still going to great lengths to do things the proper way. Yep. And, for lack of another way to put it, we're getting respect for that. People are like, hey, you're doing it the right way. We can't fault you, so right on, and we'll support you. And I appreciate that. I'd much rather have friends out there riding with patches on than people that don't like us.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You might get some phone calls made says, hey, we're having a party. You need to send 4 or 5 people minimum to this party on Friday. And, there's this ride on Saturday, and you need to send 4 to 5 people there. And there's a party Saturday night, and you need to send 4 to 5 people there. And, there's a Sunday morning party. Need to send 4 to 5 people there as well. That might happen.
Yeah, I'm anticipating that.
$20 a pop or $25 a pop, plus gas and time, and it could take a lot. It's a lot of work.
It's a process, isn't it?
It is, but if we want to get to the point where we want to be enabling us to do events and things like that, then we need allies, and we need the club world around us to respect and to respect what we're doing and want to be a part of it, Now, because we're a small club and we can't do it by ourselves.
My suggestion to you is, even though you guys are probably paying dues, whatever it is, I don't need to know, it's your business. Stay out of getting a clubhouse as long as possible.
Yeah.
Because
we're nowhere near that point yet. Basically, right. we use my shop as a clubhouse.
Right. As long as you can, try not to have a clubhouse, because with that comes rent, comes utilities.
It's just adding expenses we can't afford right now.
People seeing that though, and people wanting to come there, and other people wanting to come there, and I don't know. My brother, the one he's in Georgia, the MC he's in, his chapter, they don't have a clubhouse because they said if they did, all they'd want to do is sit around and drink and bullshit. So
Right.
they actually ride. I mean, really. Now they'll go to one of the other chapters clubhouses here and there, and do other things, but their chapter will not have a clubhouse because they'll meet up and they'll ride, and that's what they do. They
We
got an
used to-
area to go to if they want
We
to,
used
but
to rent our clubhouse out to the other RCs to use our clubhouse for parties and things like that. Of course, hey, we get the bar and you got it, and we take half of what you get at the door.
yeah.
That covers the rent, the insurance, the utilities, and that was it.
Yep.
But you're also responsible if anything happens on that property and all that shit. And
Yep. That's why you got to have insurance.
Yeah.
And if you're smart, you do the 403C, but at the same time, you set up an LLC.
Yeah. Dallas, I wish I could understand that, buddy. I can't relate putting 6 bikes in a garage in a Dodge. I wish I could, but I can't relate to having to do it. But yeah, there he is. He's in the side. You can ask him about that Honda. It's a good looking bike. I wouldn't know how to share it, so I mean it's not on. I can't. It's not. I can't control your live stream, so.
But yeah, that's the
something you
exciting
wanna
news going
do.
on around here.
Yeah, if that's something you want to do and that's something you've got your heart set on too, man, wish you all the luck in the world in that. I've done my time. I am enjoying being a civilian. I enjoy jumping on my bike, going where I want to go, when I want to go, and I don't have to worry about nothing. I'm in the wind, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's honestly, and it's maybe a little more than I planned on disclosing, but that is one of my concerns, and I'm going to bring it up, is that it's going to be tough to enjoy autonomy in this area right now. We're going to try really hard because, like I said, we've had events here where I've had five different patches, diamond patches in my yard at the same time. And everybody got along and everybody's great, and they've been on rides with us and enjoyed themselves and whatever. And I'm kind of hoping to be able to keep that going because, like I said, we're not about the drama. Oh, we lost Doc for a minute.
He's probably just eating or doing
The trash bags?
He's probably
check on top of the fridge. I think I pulled
Angel
them out.
Face, I'm already over there, hon.
Yes. Okay. So interrupt for a minute. Angel Face, and I told her yesterday I would promote this. That her friend in Critter Moto, which I haven't looked up yet, but I will do as soon as this stream ends. If we could all go over and mob on the Critter Moto stream, then that would be cool. Because I just put out a short, if anybody saw it, and I called for us to support small live streamers and small YouTubers, moto YouTubers. I'm extremely, extremely grateful for the support that I've got from actually Ray a lot lately, and then a couple other people that, Harley Fatboy's been mentoring me since the beginning, and so he's got to be my number one. And then Mikey, after I met him in person and stuff, and we've done a lot of chatting back and forth, and it's awesome to have friends in the moto community. And if we could go help this other, I don't know. I was told that he or she, I'm not sure, but that Critter Moto only has a few subscribers so far. So if we could go over there and give them the same help that I got, then I'm down for that.
Awesome. No, sorry about that. I'm not in the life. That was somebody from my former club.
Coincidentally, right?
I'm not in the life anymore. Phone rings. I still have to answer
it. Yep.
But when they say, "Hey, we need you. You got to go," I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't do nothing.
I'm not on the clock anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we've always been, as a group, we've always been really inclusive because, like I said, I mean, it's funny because in our bylaws, and it started out as kind of a joke, and then we decided to take it seriously. So it's the number one rule in our bylaws in capital letters. It's just 2 words. Number one rule in our bylaws says no drama.
Good luck.
Yeah, it happens. You can't
Good
have
luck.
a group of individuals all come together and not have some stuff going on. But we just when it gets too bad, we just hold up the paper and remind everybody that we agreed this is what we were going to do. I mean, it happens in your own club. It's just the way it is, and not. Hopefully, this doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, but especially when you have a male and female club. I mean, it's a lot easier when you just have guys, because you guys can punch each other in the jaw and get over it and have a drink and it's done. But when you got women in, you got to take emotions into account a lot more.
So some of the basic bylaws that you should have, you don't need to have, but I think it's a good idea. One is you never lie to the club or a member of the club.
You never what?
Lie to to a member of the club or the club.
Oh, yeah.
Or any other club or club member. Never
Yep.
lie to them. You don't steal from the club, and you don't mess around with another member's old lady or old man since you're co-ed.
Yeah, we didn't put those in our bylaws yet because number one, we're still a small family club, but and
That would be a good amendment to add, because believe it or not, people are people, and some people will get put on the spot where they think they're getting in trouble, and they'll lie right to your face.
Yeah.
If you catch them in that lie, and if it's not in your bylaws, you got no recourse. If it's in your bylaws, that's one way you get put out bad, is you lie to the club or you lie to the members. That's
we actually have in our bylaws a rule that you do not discuss club business, even with other members, without at least 3 people being present.
I used to sit there because club business always get discussed outside of church, and I used to sit there and says, save it for church.
Yep.
Not the time nor the place. There are other clubs here. There are civilians here. This is not the time and place.
Yeah,
People
I
come
agree
to
with
our
that.
clubhouse to hang out and have a good time. Hang out and have a good time. Deal with this at church. Now, if it can't wait till church and you got to go around the corner and handle things like men, then do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, you would have that.
Oh, I believe it. Like I said, I mean, we're still really small, so it's stuff we haven't had to deal with. But I've heard enough stories and know if we ever do get larger, that's a lot of stuff we're really going to have to worry about. But it's like we try to do everything as a collective. I mean, even okay, so we have what I'd like to call an advisor. Somebody that's in the world, that's been in the world for a very long time, and when we have these ideas, then we run it by him and say, hey, is this something we should even think about? Or is this going to get us effed up and in trouble with locals, or what's going to happen? But even when we, he'll stop by my house and we'll want to talk about something. And, we have a message page for the club that everybody's on. And I'll say, hey, so-and-so's here, and we're going to talk about this. Is everybody cool with that? Or if it's something serious, then I'll invite a couple other members to sit and have the conversation with us so that everybody's on the same page. And, I know in organizations, there's a chance, people will run up and they say, well, I talked about, and this is what I heard. But if there's 2 or 3 people there, they can say, no, that's not what was said. I mean,
I'm a little biblical, and the Bible says in the presence of witnesses, and that's kind of how I approach things. And then there's always accountability. Everything's out in the open. Everybody knows everything that's going on, and I feel like that's tamped down a lot of dishonesty in our group of people.
Okay. Just want to let you know that's coming.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, like I said, I've heard the stories.
You already got one, or had one.
Yeah, he's a member now, so
No.
he had the easiest prospect period ever.
It will be. You'll find people.
No shit,
try and
Mikey.
lie the way
I
out of
agree
something.
with you, buddy. That's why I'm not into. You know what I mean? It ain't just that. It's just there's things.
Mikey, that's why I retired. I wanted to get back to riding my motorcycle.
I mean, truthfully, that's what I always say. My brother's in one. It's just, he doesn't speak on it. He doesn't tell me things. That's his business, blah, blah, blah. But I just don't. It's, you know what I mean? I can't do it. I just enjoy my life and my own doing,
What's
I don't have anything against them.
Is, all right, you're in Oregon, right? Let's say you want to travel to California or to Washington. Now, phone calls are going to have to be made that you're leaving your state.
Yep.
To go there for the day or for a weekend. And they might say, not a good idea. I don't care if you got reservations. Don't think it's a good idea. You go.
Well, normally they're not going to say that. They're just going to say, don't fly any colors.
Right. They could say that too. But they also might say, not a good idea. You go. Depending on the politics of the surrounding area.
What?
I've actually had to cancel vacations because other shit was going down that I couldn't miss.
Okay. Hey, guys, you want to talk for a second? Apparently, I have an emergency in the kitchen. Right. I'll be right back.
Hey, Ray, how you been, buddy?
I'm pretty good. I just wish it wasn't going to rain, but got like 80% tomorrow. I got to ride this bike, man. I got to get
I pick up my bike tomorrow.
I know. Dude, I wished I wished mine was already done, the master cylinder and levers and stuff, and now this brake light. So, but it will be hopefully this coming, soon enough.
Don't hit those potholes.
Oh no, I must have went over a bridge or something too hard on the interstate or something because I was flying, man. I didn't even realize it.
Were you Dukes of Hazzarding it?
I guess I bottomed out somewhere, man, and didn't even realize what I'd done, but when you're going down the interstate, when you go over them bridges, where you get off, the overpasses, every time you start to hit, there's a bump there. So that's the only thing I can think of. I've done it on the way home because it wasn't like that the way down there. The whole time I was down in Columbia riding, it just happened on my way back. So I must have hit an overpass or something, and I went down and bottomed out or something, and that wheel has tore that electrical up. So, but I guess new suspension needs to come quicker than I thought. So,
I've got a buddy that came to
for it to happen. You don't put yourself out there and in financial hurt to make it happen.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get the tail light this wiring fixed and go from there, and just kind of, I've got some other things in the work right now. So
I just got done with some 15-inch handlebars with heated grips and an oil change on a 15 Road Glide. Tomorrow I got a 19 Road Glide coming in for a rear tire and an oil change. And I have a 05 Softail coming in for a new headlight. A whole new headlight bucket assembly and everything. So and then after I get done with those two jobs, got to go get my bike.
What?
And then come back.
Oh.
And I got a 10K service coming in.
So you're going to have to haul your bike home or you're going to have to ride it? I mean, how's the weather?
Oh, tomorrow weather's going to be sunny, mid-50s. I'm going to be riding it. Today was perfect. It was mid-70s, and I'm like, damn it, too bad I wasn't ready now.
Yeah, see, it done dropped down to like 55 here this morning, and misty and rainy and messy, and it was 82. It got up to 81 or 82 yesterday, and then woke up this morning.
We started out with misty and rainy this morning at 45 degrees, and then as the sun came out and burned it all off, it really warmed up nice.
Yeah, Mikey, buddy, that's all you can do is keep on,
Yeah, keep on riding, brother. Keep on riding.
You probably got used to riding up here, Mikey, and you didn't go on I-5 that much. So now that you're back on the freeway down there, it's probably messing with you.
Probably that damn wreck and shit. He's probably trying to shake that off, and I'd say this might be what he's talking about. That freeway shit, man, is just, or I don't know, I could be wrong, freeways are different, and I'm sure they're different in every state,
Well, I can tell you right now, riding on the freeways in Florida are definitely a lot different than riding on the freeways in Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, because, on 95, if you're doing 95, you're getting passed by cars, you're going to get run over.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah, I've rode down there, on the other one when I was down there in 21. But that's how I felt about Atlanta. If you're not doing 100 at least on the on ramp getting on, you're fucking getting hit. I mean, by 6 lanes of traffic, you're getting hit. So you better be hauling some ass.
That's the way it is at Vegas.
I hate that shit, man. Like, they don't care either. They'll jump over. They'll cut you off quicker than anything just to get in some, and they'll shoot over 6 lanes just to get off their exit. But they want to be in that far lane doing as fast as they can till they get right to the exit, They can't move over and ride in, a couple other lanes until they, a mile till they get off the exit. They have to go in the fast lane and then shoot straight across,
Well, we have out here.
I have a question for Mikey. Mikey, how you doing, buddy? Did you think about anything that we discussed earlier in the week? Just a yes or no. You don't have to go into great detail, but I've been thinking about your brother and, hoping everything starts to get better for you, either now or hopefully within the near future.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you on that, Mikey, because I missed the live stream where you talked about this, and I'm kind of in the dark about this situation right now. Sorry.
Yeah, he was with like 5 people, and he held back with a younger guy trying to help him, kind of. And there was 4 people in front of him, and then the front 2 people. I'm thinking that's what it was. A car had turned and hit one of them, and the other one hit the other guy, the younger guy, I think, or something. And then he flew off and went in the ditch, but the older guy or whatever, he passed away.
Oh, man, that's awful.
The other guy, he's alive, but he got fucked up a little bit, but and then Mikey did what kicks in as a parent, also stepped up and kept that younger person from, seeing most of the shit with his friend that died, so I think that's a natural instinct in some of us, not everybody, but most of us, is to try to, protect that other person, to make sure they don't see too much of what's going on, so.
All right. We'll see you in a little while, Angel Face, when we get on that other live stream.
See you a little bit, Angel Face.
So, I mean, it's,
yeah, well, watching an accident is no fun. Because I feel, and I could be wrong, but I feel that those of us that ride what I call full time, that are real riders and ride all the time, not just enthusiasts, we seem to develop an empathy with other riders. Like you feel a camaraderie, and you feel that bond. And when something happens, I mean, even if you don't know that person or whatever, just seeing something happen to another rider can mess your head up pretty bad.
Absolutely. And I hate to see my friends in pain and suffering. And I know
Yeah,
Mikey's suffering and he's going through some pain, and I hate to see that.
yeah, exactly. Wish you were up here, buddy, because we'd
That's what I told him. I hate
we
that
go
I'm so
right it
far
out.
away that I couldn't, just go sit and talk to him. I hate that shit, man. That's the only bad thing about being, emotionally connected with somebody as a friend is we're not next to each other. Like we can't, just run down the road and see that person,
Well,
And
the thing is that it helps to tell somebody too. Last summer I had a pretty scary off-road adventure that I didn't plan on, and it messed my head up for a little bit. And I, especially being the president of a club and all of this, and being a full-time rider, and it's like you don't want to tell people that you're scared to ride. But when I finally opened up and told my brothers and sisters what I was feeling, because some of them were there when it happened, so they understood, and it actually made it easier to get over it, knowing that they knew and they supported, and you know what I mean. It actually, which I mean, I think we try to be, we're all, I'm pretty sure most of us are raised to be manly men. And, we have this stigma about what we are supposed to and not supposed to do. But I think we need to break that because, having brothers to talk to is one of the greatest blessings that you can have in your life.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it many times. I don't care to tell somebody what kind of day I'm having. If I'm having a bad day, I'll let you know. I mean, not rudely, but hey, I'm struggling. You know what I mean? Or if I'm, I know, like you said, and I've said it many times. People, us men, supposed to be this big bear protector. Big, nothing can hurt us kind of persona and larger than life. But that's not really the case. A lot of people hide it and just do it because they think that someone next to them is going to laugh or somebody's going to say something. I don't give a shit. Many people can laugh at me all they want. I don't care. I tell you, hell yeah, I'm a real boy. I mean, I'm a real, I have emotions. I have feelings. I don't show everything. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not scared to freaking, let somebody know or say, hey, I'm not trying to hide. I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve, but I'm also like, I don't care to talk about that kind of stuff because, if you hold it in, what kind of person you're going to be, miserable, ill all the time. You're going to be hateful. You're going to be, so I think the best choice is to get it out and break those chains. And that way, it doesning own you anymore. So
exactly,
if that makes me weak, then fuck, I'm weak. I mean, I don't care if what people say about me. If, like I said, if they think I'm weak because I can talk about what's going on in my life, then, more power to you, buddy. I mean, that's all. I don't know. That's the way I feel.
I've been completely the opposite. I'm the kind of guy that when, I'm up in my feelings, as they say, then I usually, close my doors, turn off the light, and hide until they're over with.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to see me going through stuff like that. And it's like, that's why I was a drunk for a lot of years, because I had some serious emotional stuff going on and didn't want anybody to see it. So for some goofy reason, I thought it was better to just be a drunk asshole than to be an emotional weakling or something,
Well, yeah. But you're not, though.
It's the way I was raised.
Though. It's not, I know.
No, I know that now. I know that now.
Weakness, though. That's what everybody thinks, though. It's a weakness.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just like you, but people see that and, and oh, he's weak or that. No, it's not. That's not a weakness, and my kindness is not a weakness. So don't take my kindness for a weakness. You know what I mean?
It's jump off on the side chat here.
All right, buddy.
Okay, but the thing I was saying is like, actually opening up and meeting these brothers that are now in my club. These are men. Some of them are vets. These are men that have done things that demand respect, and they're not in any way, shape, or form sissies, but they're running around and talking about their feelings to each other and opening up and being real, and I'm like, well, why am I not doing that? So, I mean, quitting drinking helped a lot, But well, actually, I'll amend that. Quit being a drunk. I still drink once in a while, but I'm just not. I'm not a drunk anymore. I'm not a lush. But I got to the point where, hey, it's like you can still be a man and still have feelings. And in the way I see it now, if you're afraid to show your feelings, how is that being strong? Because that's a fear, and I got over that fear, and I'm around people that are supportive and they listen, and and they have empathy, and they reach out and all of that, and it's helped me to come out of that stupid shell I was in. And like I said, these are big bad burly bikers that they're like, bro, you got an issue, let's solve it, and that's that to me, that I figured out that's more manly than hiding behind alcohol or drugs or whatever. If you've got a brother that you trust with your life, why are you not going to trust him with your emotions?
Exactly. Trust him to understand too, because 9 out of 10 times he's either been through it or he's going through it as well.
Yep.
So.
And we do. We trust each other with our lives when we go out and we ride bar to bar at 90 mile an hour and all of that. I mean, when you're riding in a group, you have to trust everybody in that group with your life, because all it takes is one stupid move.
And that's why I was telling that mechanic down there just the other day. I was like, look, about the brake light, when I push the blinker on, the brake light and the left blinker stays on, or I hit the brakes, the brake light stays on with the left blinker. And I said, and he's got a bike blessing and a main ride opening and music and food and all that come, the 15th next Saturday. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to do that if we can't get it fixed by then, because I'm not the type to put anybody's life in danger, especially with a crowd of motorcycles riding,
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I can't get it fixed by then, I'll come down and hang out, and all that. But I'm not going to ride, because I'm not going to put, especially people I've never rode with and I don't know, I'm not going to put my life in danger. But, I'm not going to put their life in danger either. I'm not going to get my motorcycle when it ain't up to par, no front brakes or none of that, and get in a group ride. That's not me. I'm not going to do it. So,
Yeah, give me a second to get undressed here.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. OnlyFans. No. There he goes, guys. $10.99. He'll take the shirt off.
My wife turned the heat on, and all of a sudden I'm sweating. I was dressed for the shop, so
yeah.
I'm going to turn that down a little bit because it's too much. Let's go right there. Ooh, I'm starting to sweat here. But yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I've learned to love about brotherhood, is that there's always somebody that you can reach out to at any given moment, and they'll be like, bro, tell me what's up,
Yeah. And I've told people that many times, hey, if you need to send me a private message, if I can shoot one over and I'll talk to you. I don't care to take a few minutes out of my day to talk to somebody. That may change somebody's life forever, I mean,
yeah.
We don't really realize how many vets are killing themselves a day, they say, 22, 24. I mean, you can imagine, what just a little bit of talking to somebody would do, change, the outcome. So, and if it's just listening, hell, I can listen. If somebody just wants to rattle off and talk and get it out, I know I talk a lot, but I can listen, I mean, that's an easy thing to do, but
yeah, that's an awesome thing about this community. I like that.
I can't understand. I'm trying to do something here. I'm sorry. Something's figuring in my mind and I can't get it. I can't speak about it on a live stream. So if this was a private chat, I would talk to you about it. And, yeah, Mikey, it's a pretty cool shirt, ain't it? But yeah,
it's a local band.
Yeah. Okay.
Copy.
Man, I hate when people.
I don't know, Mikey. Did you see the Quits? I didn't know that you had got to see them in person, because their lead singer is one of our group. He's not in the club, but he's in the group. So we claim possession of him. It's our what? What? Okay, can we not do it right now?
I mean, if you need to do something, it's cool, man. You've been on an hour and 15 minutes anyways. I mean, if you go over an hour and 20 minutes, YouTube don't push them out. So just let you know. Will not listen. All right. 10:30.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So
Yeah, we just sorry, but we just got news that one of our cherished members of the writers group just passed away,
oh man, that sucks.
and
If you need
I guess
to go,
my wife just found out how. No, it's all right. I don't have anything to do right now, anyways. But apparently, how old was Rick? He was like 76.
no way.
And he got to the point, I guess he told me stories about he had been building, old choppers since the 70s and whatever and yada yada. But he got to the point where he couldn't ride two wheels, so he was on a trike. And he still got on that thing and rode it every day and kept up with us. We're pretty
Yeah.
aggressive riders at points, and my wife had to yell at him because he almost tipped that damn thing over trying to keep with us through the twisties. But he was hardcore. He didn't want he didn't want anybody to think less of him because he was on three wheels. But I guess he lived by himself, and he went to go for one last ride on his trike and fell over trying to get on it, and they put him in the hospital, and he died the next day.
That motorcycle sounded like shit.
Where the heck was that? Was that in your driveway?
No,
That was loud.
It was on the road here outside my house.
That was definitely not a Harley.
No.
It sounds that's what my intruder sounds like.
He came
A little
up there
better than that.
fine, though. Yeah. So.
It's what?
His daughter wants the saddlebags he brought over donated.
Oh, Angel's buying a motorcycle today. Cool, Angel. Awesome.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Like I said, if you need to get off and take care of some stuff, man, it's cool because you've been on an hour and 17 minutes, and YouTube
Yeah.
won't push your videos if you go over an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
On your live streams, yeah. If you do 2-3 hours, they won't push them out. Yeah, hour and 20 minutes is the most they'll do.
Oh, no kidding.
It's fucked up, but that's why most people do an hour and stop. If you see someone interviewing someone and doing it on their channel, that's why they do it an hour.
Okay, well, that
push
sucks.
that shit out if it's an hour and 20 minutes over. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm
That's
at an
why a
hour
lot
and
of
18 right now.
That's why a lot of people will say, okay, they'll cut their show at an hour and say, okay, now let's go to the after party, and then they can do another live stream and they'll talk for 2 or 3 hours. And have fun. And that way their original interview show will be pushed out, but that one won't, they can hang out. So yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to end this on a sour note, but
no, you're cool, man. You do what you got to do, brother. I mean,
I'm gonna have to get off here and try and deal with
I
some
would find
things
out what's
because
going on, anyways. Yeah, I would be. I would already said, "Shut up, I'm leaving."
I'm gonna go check out that other live stream. It starts at 7. What was the
It's
name? I
already
don't.
started. Critters or something.
Critter something.
What is
I'll
it,
have
Dogg?
to.
Critter. Shit. I don't know. Critter Moto.
Critter Moto sounds right with a what do you call it in between it? A lower space thingy.
Yeah. Underscore.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. But maybe
sorry
I'll do
about
that.
you all, man. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to go see what we're, obviously we're gonna do stuff for them and whatever. So I'm gonna have to go figure that out. And if y'all come over to the other one, I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll be on for next Thursday, and hopefully see you before then on somebody else's stream.
All right, buddy. We'll see you.
All right, guys. Thanks, and see you in a little while.